I was involved with 3 young boys doing junior Indians basketball in McGuanago. There was a free throw-a-thon that was recommended as an event to raise money for the high school basketball team. That started, goodness, probably about 10 years ago,
Probably
I would
around
say.
then. When they initially started doing the free throw-a-thon, it was in honor of Caden Stark, who was a McGuanago kid who had received a wish. And so that's kind of how we met the Stark family and started learning about their story.
Caden talked about, and the family talked about, doing more. And so we asked them if we could use that theme for the first major event that we became involved with, and that was 3 years ago. And so the first year we had this thematic goal or this theme, and it was do more, and then it went to do more together, and then this past year it was reach higher.
You know, if we have the ability to change somebody's life for the better, especially a kid's life for the better, why wouldn't we? And we have the opportunity to do that.
The ability to do a grassroots effort, to get multiple kids involved. It's like an entrepreneurial endeavor to grow an event. You have Wish Kids, you have Wish Kids families, and then you have kids in an overall community, and then you're supporting almost this philanthropic endeavor of giving back. The remarkable thing of the story is this past year we raised over $140,000, and this is 500 plus kids getting together, and maybe they're raising $1 per free throw or 25 cents a free throw or a $20 pledge, leading to a significant amount of money in a 2-week blitz.
I think it's easy to write a check. You know, if you have the money,
Yeah.
it's easy to write a check and just say, here it is. But, you know, it's much more self-satisfying to be able to be a part of it and see something grow and see it firsthand.
If you do the right thing and you do it with really good people, it can be a very joyous ride, and just celebrating every day that we have to be able to accomplish great things.
So in 2020, I felt that there was a lot of time to reflect. People had a lot of time to reflect around their own purpose. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, you just get stuck in your life. I needed to do something else. I really felt that I could create capacity in my life to give back somehow. And so I learned of this organization, Young Wishmakers of Wisconsin, as part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And I applied, and I went through the interview process, and I was selected for this, a role that I've just been honored to play. I have a passion for kids, and I have a passion for healthcare. And there's nothing better than bringing joy to a child. I have one son, AJ, he's 4, and luckily he's a healthy little boy. But if he wasn't, I certainly would love to be a part of an organization like this where people in the community that we don't even know can rally around a cause like this, because it's so incredibly important. I really wanted to make sure that I was contributing to a place that had purpose, and the mission of Make-A-Wish has purpose. This is the perfect organization that I can align to for the long term, and also make a commitment that I want to grant 1 wish a year. That's my goal for now. I asked if I could have a specific child, a specific wish assigned to me. I understood her name, her age, the illness that she was experiencing, and what her wish was. And I immediately started working with people to raise funds. My heart went out to this child that I had no exposure to, and we were able to raise enough money for the wish. At the end of the day, it's about purpose and joy. Right? That's what this is. This is a meaningful organization that brings joy to kids, and at a time that they are in a state that, you know, there might not be a lot to look forward to, and we can help contribute to that with just making effort. It's been a little more than a year that I've been a part of this group, and I hope that I can bring another wish come true for another child this year. That's my goal.
I was 14, I want to say, 13, 14, when I first started playing. My dad had golfed in leagues at a local course. We would always drive past it, and he would talk about that's where he played. And that's what I wanted to do. It was something I wanted to do with him. 8th grade graduation was the first time I got a set of clubs, and I was hooked ever since. I was diagnosed a month before my 18th birthday, week after my high school graduation. It was Ewing sarcoma. It was a bone tumor that they found in my sinuses. I had consistent nosebleeds kind of throughout high school, tinted blood coming out, say every 15 seconds or so, just wiping my nose and there was blood. I was in gym and we were playing tennis or something, and I got hit in the face with a racket. Next thing I knew, my eye was kind of pushing out, and went to the eye doctor because I couldn't really see straight, and they knew that there was something behind there. It was about a year of chemotherapy, 6 weeks of radiation in there, and then a surgery as well to remove the tumor. Looking back, I don't even think I thought about it. I remember friends crying. I know it hit everybody significantly harder than it hit me, but maybe I was just in shock the entire time. Been cancer-free for almost 12 years now. Make-A-Wish came in, I remember it was the day before my birthday. I didn't really know much about Make-A-Wish. I'd seen it on ESPN and those wish stories that they do on there. So first thought was obviously golf. I'd thought about what I went through, what my parents were going through, my brother went through, and I wanted to somehow give back to them, and it came out to be a golf trip to Hawaii as my wish. It was 2 weeks of wonderful weather. It was probably the best thing that I could have ever imagined. Met her June 2010. Come to find out, she had the same cancer I did. She had hers when she was 4, and hers was not in the same location. Hers was in her ribs, but she went through very similar things: chemo, radiation, a surgery, and she had a Make-A-Wish when she was, 4 or 5. It's amazing just to see kind of how everything and everyone is connected in some way, and how Make-A-Wish plays a role in everyone's life. It's, hey, my neighbor had a Make-A-Wish, and my wife had a Make-A-Wish, and my brother, helped fulfill someone's wish. And it's just amazing just how it's all full circle, and how Make-A-Wish is involved in that.
My kids were born here and grew up here, and this will always be home. I love Milwaukee, and when I never would have dreamed I'd buy the Emeralds. As a kid, I'd come to games right here in this building. To own this team and be a part of it is something I never would have imagined, but it was the best professional decision I've ever made, without a doubt. A number of years ago, I got introduced to Make-A-Wish. The children that the organization serves mean so much to me, and just what they do. It's so simple, and yet it's so meaningful. I've known Patty for a long time, and I just believe in her as well. And when you believe in the leadership, you believe in the mission, you want to get involved and do more. And I just think Make-A-Wish is one of the best organizations in our community. You will touch a child's heart, you will touch that family's heart in ways that you cannot even imagine. I love the idea of being able to help out with the capital project. When you come into an environment as a child, you want to be relaxed and comfortable, and something that puts a smile on your face. And Roscoe puts smiles on children's faces all the time. So I said, let's make it the Roscoe room. And so when you walk in, there's this huge image of Roscoe on the wall, and I just think it's been fun, and I've heard nothing but positive reviews since that happened. Being a board member, knowing the stories and knowing how meaningful it is to realize the impact of that wish and that you could be a part of making that happen or serving on the board of the organization that made that happen. That's very impactful to me, and I love being involved with organizations that have lasting impact on someone. Whatever we can do for that family and for that child, that's all that matters to me.
I first got involved with Make-A-Wish back in 2011. I joined Chi Omega at the University of North Carolina, and Make-A-Wish is Chi Omega's national philanthropy. That was really my first taste of being involved in Make-A-Wish and the great impact that it has on the Wish families. I joined the Young Wishmakers in January of 2021, and very shortly thereafter attended Wish Night 2021. I had the opportunity to invite my entire extended family to join me, and there was a specific blurb in the video last year about a Wish kid wanting to be a construction worker for the day, and I was sitting there with my dad, the president of VJS, and he was like, we could absolutely be granting wishes. So fast forward to the summer of 2021, we were reached out about a construction-related wish, and I reached out to our team internally to see who is available to help put this wish together. We happen to have a Wish kid family member who works for VJS who was very, very excited to have the opportunity to give back to Make-A-Wish.
Matt was 17. He had diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, and as part of his treatment, one of the things he found out about was the Make-A-Wish.
We really just hit the ground running. We reached out to a lot of our suppliers who are also supporters of Make-A-Wish, and they helped donate materials. Our amazing crew donated their time, and they assembled this awesome playhouse.
One of the things that she had asked for was she wanted to be able to kind of see the stars. One of the things that we thought was if we kind of gave her like a balcony or a small deck to sit on, that way she could still have her playhouse that would be enclosed, but she could also sit outside on it and have a view of the stars and nature.
And they spent months designing and constructing to make sure that this is what they wanted and that it was going to be a standing fixture for them to continue to have that glimmer of hope that Make-A-Wish provides. There is yet to be a Make-A-Wish event that doesn't make me cry. Fundraiser, golf outing, you name it, it is so emotional for me. If my experience is similar to anybody else's, one event and you're hooked and you see one wish granted and you want more, you want to grant the whole list of wishes that are waiting and help every single sick kid get their wish granted.
I have 3 kids, 16, Valerie is 9, and Alex is 7. It was September in 2018. She started to get sick, she was a little bit dizzy sometimes, and then she was throwing up a lot. We went to one doctor and then another and another one. There was a doctor who said, well, we've done everything but an ultrasound. By that time, Valerie was feeling better. She got an ultrasound, and they said that there was something growing in her abdomen. They told us it was cancer. It's a cancer that's called neuroblastoma. She was on treatment for 2.5 years in the hospital, inpatient. I think the worst, it was when she had surgery. When she had surgery, it's like you're just waiting there in the waiting room. You surgeries. Yeah, these surgeries can take a long time, like hours. At the end, when I saw her, she was like, I don't know, all pale and laying with all these tubes. Yeah. So yeah, it is hard to see them like that. Treatment is can be very, very tough on kids. Yes, a lot of things can happen. So, but we are so grateful to have her here. There was a point when someone in the hospital, she told us about the group in Facebook and how we can connect with other parents. So we connect with the group, and then we found out about another girl who had the same cancer as Valerie. We were still doing chemotherapy in the hospital when they told us that they were going to Disneyland. They showed us the pictures and everything, and they said this was because of Make-A-Wish. And then they keep telling us about, you should go, you should apply for Make-A-Wish. And we said, oh yeah, we forgot about that. We keep forgetting. And then that's when we decided to talk to Valerie about it. And we told her, and she was so happy. She was, of course I want to do it. Of course I want to apply for Make-A-Wish. She came 1 week from school and she says, Mommy, I want a little house. And then that's when she started thinking about a playhouse. Every time they were there, she wanted to be there. She wanted to help. She was like, oh, Mommy, they're doing this. Now they're doing that. She was so happy the day she came back from school and saw her house.
We are in my house. I put this window to look at the stars here when it's nighttime.
I think that this wish that she had brings her happiness back. When we applied for Make-A-Wish, we were only thinking about a present for her, right? But I really think now that this is a lot more than just a present. It makes her think that she's so important, that she belongs, that there's a lot of people who cares about her. And then things are possible. It's a lot more than just a gift.